What's up everyone, welcome back to Metal Nerdist. This is the new and improved layout. We've just recently moved house and they came with me, obviously, and they're kind of sat here in the front room on display for everyone to see. I'm getting evils from way over there. We're back with another video today, no new pops or anything like that. About a month or so ago, you might recall I put up a what's next kind of video for the channel, and I said I'd be starting a new series called Straight Outta My Library. Now, I'm not going to call it that now, I don't know what I'm going to call it, but this is essentially the first episode. I said I was going to cover Civil War, but I've been having a real heavy think on that, and I thought that's actually quite a predictable one. I want to start this off with something not a lot of people might have heard of. It's one of my personal favourites. So it's a Deadpool comic, book, graphic, novel, book. What do we call these? You just call them children's books. Yeah, Deadpool graphic novel, and it's one of the Deadpool VS Carnage range. I just ruined that. So I was really leading up to kind of revealing that in a dramatic way, but obviously that's what happened. So I've already spoiled it. Here we go. This is Deadpool vs Carnage. I believe this was one of the first graphic novels that I got. I started off graphic novels with Constantine. There was like one brought out like in conjunction with the Keanu Reeves film. I haven't watched that for years. I can't remember how it goes. Can't remember how the graphic novel goes. I'm not going to go down that road. We're all about Marvel, and this video is about a Marvel graphic novel, so we're going to stick with that theme. So yeah, artwork on the front of that is bloody spectacular. So for a graphic novel novice, these are collections of various issues that are kind of like released. There's an example on the back of this one. This is made up of 5 different issues, but for that it's actually quite thick. And I paid $10.99 for this one. So this was a bargain in my eyes. So what this is about, Carnage being Carnage, he gets out of jail, he goes on a killing spree, and I will say, I'll show you some of the graphics, it is very bloody. So if you're faint-hearted, I suggest you bugger off elsewhere, because you're not going to like what you are going to see. So yeah, Carnage does his thing, and Deadpool kind of comes to the conclusion that Carnage is his kind of soulmate or some kind of weird thing. So he decides he for his own personal sanity, he has to go off and hunt Carnage, take him down, blah blah blah. And that's how it's all kind of set up. What follows is a series of like fights, battles, where Carnage thinks he's wiped Deadpool out, but he just, obviously Deadpool being Deadpool, he just keeps coming back more and more annoying every time. And it's safe to say Carnage starts to lose his rag. Okay, starts to lose his rag with him a little bit. If you're from another country and you don't understand that term, sorry. Bit of British slang there. So I'm just gonna pick out a few of my favourite kind of like excerpts from this. I might be sat here for a while, so go off about your business for a minute.
I will.
Okay, so that took a while. I finally found like one of my favourite bits in this. It's about halfway through the story, so if you've never read this and you want to read it, spoiler alert, there's kind of a big bit of the story. So Deadpool's stuff is kept in some sort of like lockup, like a sort of a storage container, so to speak, and it's been emptied out because he hasn't paid his fees. So his stuff's essentially been given away to a fanboy, and he has to go and get it back. And then Deadpool discovers that. When I first read that, I was in stitches. Like usually with books, I will just keep carrying on reading. I won't stop. I won't react. I'll just get on with the story. But this really had me ROLF thing. Is that still a thing? I'm not down with the kids enough. But no, Deadpool has to go get his stuff, and this guy's basically figured out Carnage's every kind of step, and from that he figures out what his next move is going to be. And from this point on, he's pretty much on that kind of wavelength. Like, he knows where Carnage is going to be next. He knows what to do. But 9 times out of 10, Carnage just takes him out. And as I've just found, another thing I like about this story is Shriek. I think Shriek is Carnage's girlfriend. I'm not sure. I think that's something they might be adapting for the Absolute Carnage movie, which is coming out next year. So you got Carnage with Shriek here, and they're just going about their business. And of course, as you can see, Deadpool's back and more annoying than ever. Yeah. I do think he takes her out after a while. Before I carry on with this, I'm just going to show you the gory bits. What is the goriest bit? I'm filming this on, what are we on? We're on the 13th of August, aren't we? 13th of August. It's scalding outside, so I'm dripping a little bit. But I promised. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is when Carnage breaks out of jail. He is nasty. Give me Venom any day. I don't think the Carnage symbiote is for the thing hide. Anyway, we'll get back to where we were. So, ugh. Oh, this is the start of a chapter where, I don't know, I guess Deadpool's done for. Or so you're led to believe anyway. There's a discernible lack of Spider-Man in this. That would have been cool if they brought Spider-Man into this. This really makes me laugh. Deadpool always had the kind of regenerative factor. That's the word I'm looking for. They never seem stops to think. If I'm a bag of bones, if my brain's exposed, things like that, is anyone else going to be freaked out by it? I don't care. Let's just go out in public as I am. The artwork in this is absolutely brilliant. No one I've ever heard of, but there's still some very, very good artwork. I think it's very similar to a lot of the other Deadpool books I've read, so I would imagine there's similar artists that are involved with this. We're kind of just getting to the end of it now.
Hallelujah.
Shut up. He's slaughtering a family there, as you do. That's horrible. But these aren't children's books. They weren't meant for children. And don't quite know how I felt about this at first. This German Shepherd just randomly ends up imbued with the Carnage symbiote. It's either Carnage symbiote or multiple symbiotes. Can't remember how we got to this point, but that is beastly. That one bit of artwork in the whole book, that stands out to me. That kind of had me hooked when we got to that bit. Oh, and then there's that on the next page. It looks absolutely disgusting, absolutely vile, but it's awesome nonetheless. So we come to the end. Deadpool's done what he's up to do, I think. Cassidy ends up back in jail. Yep. Cassie ends up back in jail. And he says goodbye to his little doggy friend, who's now living with a symbiote for the rest of his life. So maybe we'll come across that dog one day in these stories. But yeah, that is Deadpool vs Carnage, and I will give a brief summary of the story because this is the first kind of episode of this review thing I've done. I don't really know how I was going to go into it, but I just wanted to go in head on. But I'll read what it says on the back for you. Possibly the world's most skilled mercenary, definitely the world's worst, world's most annoying, Wade Wilson was chosen for a top secret government program that gave him a healing factor, allowing him to heal from any wound. Now Wade makes his way as a gun for hire. Call him the Merc with the mouth. Call him Deadpool. Now I call him Paul Dead. Sorry. Cletus Cassidy was a serial killer locked up in Rikers Island and sharing a cell with a man named Eddie Brock, the original Venom. Venom's alien symbiote spawned an offspring that bonded with Cassidy, turning him into the murderous madman, Carnage. We already knew that. Let's get on with the story. Cletus Cassidy is behind bars and the Carnage symbiote is in quarantine. Cassidy has been evaluated, imprisoned and even lobotomized. Carnage has been sampled, cloned, poked and prodded, but they've had enough now, and now Carnage goes on a gore-soaked rampage. Which he did. That promise was made. That was kept. The only person capable of stopping the psychotic symbiote, Deadpool. Will Carnage spread Deadpool all over the landscape? He does about 3 or 4 times, but we already knew that. Or will Deadpool talk the Scarlet Sociopath's ear off? So this collects Deadpool vs Carnage 1-4 and Superior Carnage Annual Issue 1. And it's written by Cullen Bunn, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, Captain America, and illustrated by Salvador Espin, Deadpool Exiles, Mike Henderson, Venom, and Aaron Kim Giacinto, I don't know how to pronounce that, who wrote Indestructible Hulk. Yeah, as I said, the names I've never really heard of, but I assume they're synonymous with Deadpool artwork and writing. So that is a 10 out of 10 for me. And I might actually go back and read through that later on. So I haven't read that for a long time. I am reading something at the moment though, and that will be the subject of my next video. Well, the next one of these kind of videos anyway. I don't know what I'm going to call this series. If any of you guys got any suggestions, please leave it in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this kind of new take on the channel. Something I really want to kind of get into because I love my graphic novels. Got more pop reviews coming up along very soon. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that button down below. If you don't want to, no worries, no beef. Just hope you enjoyed the video. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.